In the early 1990s, reality television was still a burgeoning genre, yet to reach its full potential. But in Japan, one show dared to push the boundaries of what was possible. Stripped of all possessions, Nasubi entered his new apartment, unaware of the true nature of the dark challenges that lay ahead. The stark emptiness of the room greeted him, a daunting reminder of the journey he had willingly embarked upon. Soon enough, days would turn into weeks, and weeks would turn into months. Nasubi found himself grappling with isolation and loneliness. Each day blurred into the next, marked only by the sound of his own footsteps echoing off the walls. The outside world quickly seemed like a distant memory, fading with each passing moment. So, what exactly did Nasubi sign up for? And what was it that actually happened? Well, let's get started. Well, it all started when someone at the Japanese TV station Nippon Television came up with a crazy idea for a reality television show. First, the show's producers created a lottery for a show business-related job. Of course, plenty of people entered, but there was only one lucky winner. That winner was Tomoaki Hamatsu, better known as Nasubi, which translates to eggplant in Japanese, and that nickname will make more sense in just a moment. Nasubi was challenged to stay alone and completely naked inside of a random apartment. He was to be cut off from all communication with the outside world. The only objects inside of the apartment were a small table and stacks of magazines, which he would have to comb through for sweepstake and contest entry forms. In order to win this contest and earn his freedom, Nasubi would have to use these magazines to win about $8,000 in prizes or 1 million yen. So for the next 15 months, Nasubi lived in front of the camera, with only the possessions he won via the sweepstakes. Thankfully, he was also allowed running water, heating, and electricity. Nasubi was told that there was a camera in the room. However, he was also told that most of the footage would likely never air. This was a tactic used by the producers, so Nasubi would act naturally. Instead, a segment named A Life in Prizes began to run weekly. So basically, Nasubi's life had become a real-life Truman Show. In the first few weeks before Nasubi had won any prizes, the producers gave him crackers and bread so that he wouldn't starve to death. Eventually, he would win a bag of rice. But since he didn't have any cooking utensils, he was forced to eat it raw. However, after creating a makeshift heating container with a discarded bag, he was able to cook the rice. Once he ran out of rice, he mostly consumed the canned food and dog food which he had won. One day, Nasubi won a stuffed toy in a sweepstake. This toy became his only companion, and he would often carry on conversations with it similar to the movie Castaway. Because he was naked, the producers would cover his genitals with an eggplant emoji. This was also a nod to Nasubi's childhood nickname, which he was given due to the long shape of his face. Over the next year, A Life in Prizes would showcase Nasubi filling out countless sweepstake entry forms in hopes of winning something. Each time he won, Nasubi would celebrate with a dance and then go about his daily business. In addition, the producers gave Nasubi a diary, which was published during his time in the room and became a bestseller in Japan. Now, technically, Nasubi could have told the producers that he wanted to leave the room at any time, but he didn't. Instead, he began losing weight, was struggling to sleep, and was suffering from constant aches and pains. Nasubi has mentioned that he often wished for death during his time alone in the room. He has also said that he stayed in the room out of pride for finishing the contest. After almost a year, Nasubi reached his goal of 1 million yen and was finally allowed to leave. So what was his prize? A trip to a South Korean amusement park and a celebratory meal of Korean barbecue. Then, the show's producers took Nasubi to another tiny apartment, this time in South Korea, and they told him that he needed to repeat the process until he had earned prizes equivalent to a flight back home. Now on the show, the scene was edited to make it seem as if Nasubi immediately agreed. However, it actually took several hours of convincing to make him stay. Then, after another 3 months, Nasubi reached his new goal. His prize this time? Nasubi was paraded in front of a live studio audience while still naked to commemorate the end of his time on the show. Keep in mind that at this point in time, Nasubi was under the impression that most of the footage would never be seen by the public. Yet after 15 months of isolation, this is how he was told that his entire life had been broadcast to the country. This causes Nasubi to appear visibly shocked and disoriented as the audience cheers. After the show ended, Nasubi struggled to adapt back into the real world, especially since he had become a celebrity overnight. Eventually, he went on to pursue comedy and acting. In 2016, after 3 failed attempts, Nasubi successfully climbed Mount Everest. After what he had been through, it's no surprise that he continued to persevere and ultimately reach his goal. Nasubi's journey captivated audiences and sparked discussions about the ethics of reality television and fame. The story also reminds us of the human spirit's ability to endure, even in the face of massive challenges. Nasubi's perseverance in the face of adversity was witnessed by millions, which no doubt caused plenty of self-reflection into their own struggles, growth, and potential. So, what do you think about the story of the contestant named Nasubi? Are the producers wrong for not fully explaining how the show would work? Or did Nasubi know what he was signing up for when he decided to make his life public? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. While you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you won't miss our next video where we'll bring you one of the most interesting stories on the planet.